Welcome back aspirants on MacTech 40, and today we will solve one question based on the Reynolds model law. And basically this video will be one kind of revision type of video, okay, because you all know the how to different models law, Reynolds model law, Froude model law, okay. So one thing that come into your mind, that is how we can identify that which model law is used in particular numerical, because in exam it is not given that, okay. So one thing I would like to tell you, that is this comes by your practice, okay. The more question you practice, the more you get to know. But for Reynolds model law, one hint that you directly see that is a velocity is given, the density and viscosity. If these three terms are given, so generally, not in every case, but generally the question would be on based on Reynolds model law, okay. So here the question is given that a 1:20 scale model of the submarine is tested in a wind tunnel. Okay, so I have already explained you earlier, that is model, that means a small scale replica of actual object, okay, and prototype in this type of numerical, that is a actual size object, okay. So here the scale, the length scale or one dimension scale, or you can say that LM by LP, or you can say the scale ratio, it is given as 1:20. What this indicate that, for example, if the length of the prototype is 20 meter, then the model length is 1 meter, okay. So this, the meaning of this 1:20 is this. And the submarine is tested in the wind tunnel, okay, to measure the drag force on the proposed design. So here you can see the actual uh, prototype is of submarine, and submarine is working under the water, so the surrounding fluid of the submarine is water, but the model is tested on the wind tunnel. In wind tunnel, what happens, model is placed and the surrounding working fluid is air, okay. So the prototype is speed of 18 kilometer per hour. That means the actual model, sorry, actual prototype has speed of 18 kilometer per hour. So we can say that it is a velocity of prototype. What design, what speed should be used in the wind tunnel for model testing? So what is the speed, that means velocity of model, the small scale model which we are using in wind tunnel. So what should be the speed? And also estimate the ratio of drag forces between the model and the prototype, okay. And the property table is given to you, density and viscosity. So the air, this is the working medium for model, working fluid, surrounding fluid medium, and seawater, and it is for actual prototype, okay. So we will start the numerical. We have the length of model divided by length of prototype. The length ratio is 1:20. We know that for in Reynolds model law, Reynolds number of model is same as Reynolds number of prototype, okay. So how we can write the Reynolds number is rho v L by mu, okay. And for same, rho v L by mu, okay. This is for model and this one is for prototype. Now model is working under the air, so here density of working fluid of model will be air, density of air, so it is given as 1.22. Velocity of model that we have to find. Length of the model is not directly given, but is the ratio. So when we take lm on the other side, so it will come in denominator. So lm by lp ratio is 1 by 20, so lp by lm ratio will be 20, okay. And viscosity, it is given as 10 raised to minus 5 kg into meter per second. Density of seawater is given 1025. Velocity of prototype is given 18 kilometer per hour, okay. But we are using here SI units, so take in the meter per second. So to convert into kilometer per hour to meter per second, we will multiply with 5 by 18, So 18 will get cancelled. So here 5 meter per second will come, and density of viscosity of the sea water is 1.5 into 10 raised to minus 3. Okay, so just take 1.22 and 10 raised to 5 other side and solve it in your calculator. So you will get velocity as 560 meter per second. Okay, so this should be the speed. Some might of you think that how is the range is very high, but actually we have to uh, use this minimum speed, because in a submarine actual, that is the surrounding fluid is water. This its viscosity is also high compared to air, as you can see here. Okay, in numerical data, and the model is small scale. So to simulate the actual situation in wind tunnel, you have to give the minimum 560 meter per second. Okay, so this is the answer of first question. Next question, we have to find the drag force ratio for model and prototype. So first of all, we will write the equation for the drag force on any body. It is given by CD into 1 by 2 rho a v square. Okay, where CD is what? Drag coefficient. Okay, so the required ratio is drag force of model divided by drag force of prototype. So CD into 1 by 2 rho of model, area of model, velocity of model whole square, into CD 1 by 2 rho of prototype, area of prototype, into velocity of prototype whole square. Now the coefficient of drag coefficient, it is nothing mentioned about the difference, so we will take constant and this will be cancelled out. So we have all the values here, but here one thing, area is a two-dimensional quantity, so we can write lm whole square for model. Okay, and for prototype we can write lp whole square because it is a two-dimensional. Okay, rho m into upon rho by prototype into lm by lp whole square into vm by vp whole square. Okay, now put the values. Rho of model, that means working fluid for model is what? The working fluid is air. Its density is 1.22 kg per meter cube. Density of seawater for prototype is 1025. Here I have one thing I want to tell you, that is here the velocity of model, that means model is not moving with this velocity. Model is still in the wind tunnel, but the air is supplied at this speed by fans. Okay, that are incorporated in within the wind tunnel. Okay, so just coming back to our section, so lm by lp is 1 by 20 whole square into vm by vp. Vm by vp is what? Velocity of model is 560 meter per second divided by 5 whole square. So when you solve this in your calculator, just you will find as 0.0373. So this is the ratio of drag force between the model and prototype. So this is answer of our second question. Hope you guys understand. If you have still any doubt, you can just go back and ask in the comment section also, and we will try to solve in your next videos. Okay, so hope you guys you understand this. Tomorrow we will solve another question based on fluid dynamics, or sorry, hydraulic machine or fluid mechanics. Till then, keep studying, stay focused.